The prison ship floated near a black hole, far away from all planets and stars. It was called Black Echo, and no one ever escaped from it. The prison was silent, cold, deadly. Inside, a woman lay on the metal floor. Her name was Commander Elara, Ward, once a strong soldier of Earth. Now she was a forgotten prisoner, the last human alive. Her body was weak, but her eyes still burned with fire. She had been in Black Echo for many years. The alien empire called the Varnak had captured her during the final war against Earth. They said humans were dangerous, too smart, too wild. They wanted humans gone forever, and they did it. They destroyed Earth. Elara had heard the news through the walls of her prison cell. A guard laughed and said, "Your planet is dust now. You're the last one. A ghost. But ghosts don't forget. Ghosts don't forgive." One day everything changed. A loud alarm rang inside Black Echo. The lights turned red. Something was wrong. The prison AI shouted in different alien languages. Then in English, "Containment breach, danger, human escape. Attempt detected." Elara had planned this for years. She had studied the alien systems, waited for the right moment. She used a sharp piece of metal hidden in her cell wall to open the lock. It cut her hand, but she didn't stop. Pain didn't matter. She ran through the empty halls. Strange creatures lay dead on the floor. Guards, engineers, even other prisoners, all dead. The lights flickered. The gravity shifted. The black hole outside was pulling the prison closer. "Perfect timing," she whispered. She reached the docking bay. Only one ship was still working, a small black stealth ship used by Varnak spies. She jumped inside, activated the controls, and launched away. Black Echo shook behind her. Then, it was gone, swallowed by the black hole forever. Elara flew in silence. She was free, but alone. Her heart beat fast, not from fear, from what she knew. She looked at the small device she took from the prison's core, a memory crystal. It had her DNA, her files, and something else, something powerful. She didn't remember everything. Not yet. But she knew this. She was not just a prisoner. She was a weapon. The Varnak feared her. That's why they kept her hidden. They told the galaxy that humans were extinct, but they lied. Now the last human was loose, and she had a plan. A warning was sent across the galaxy. A red signal. All warlords, bounty hunters, and empires received it. Target escaped. Human. Level red threat. Alive. Reward. 10 million galcoins. Capture or kill. The message was clear. She escaped alone. She must not survive. But Elara was already gone, jumping into deep space, moving from system to system like a ghost. She didn't know where her journey would take her, but she knew what she had to do. Find the truth, unlock her past, and make the galaxy pay for what it did to her people. She opened the memory crystal. A voice played in her ear, her own voice from years ago. "If you're hearing this, Elara, it means you survived. Good. You are Earth's last hope now. You are Red Seed." Red Seed. The words echoed in her mind. Out there, the galaxy had forgotten Earth, forgotten humans, but they would remember soon, because something inside her was waking up, something powerful. The message spread fast, faster than light. From the cold deserts of planet Jern to the golden towers of the Cliven Empire, everyone heard it. A human was alive. A dangerous one. For most, it was just a rumor, a ghost story. But for the bounty hunters, it was a job, and it paid well. 10 million galcoins. Some called it a trap. Others didn't care. Greed was louder than fear. Meanwhile, Elara Ward drifted through deep space in her stolen stealth ship. She moved through old broken star routes, paths no one used anymore. She had one goal: find answers. She entered an old human relay station hidden in an asteroid field. It was cold, dark, almost dead, but it still had power. She stepped inside, and the old system woke up. A soft voice spoke. "Welcome, Commander Elara Ward. Last access 13 years ago." The screens lit up with human files. She searched everything: Earth's fall, the Varnak attack, the prison logs. Then she found it: Project Red Seed. Red Seed was Earth's last hope, a secret program to store the human race inside one person's DNA. Not just data, real power. Healing cells, weapon control, even virus codes that could erase alien DNA, and Ilara was the carrier. She didn't ask for this, but now it was all she had. Suddenly the station's alarm rang. Incoming ships, 5 contacts, not Varnak. She looked out. 5 bounty hunter ships surrounded the asteroid. Inside one of the enemy ships, a bounty hunter named Rask smiled. He was a Drak, a big lizard-like alien with metal arms. He had hunted humans before, long ago. He thought they were all weak. This one, he growled, will be easy. He fired. Ilara's station shook, metal broke, flames rose. She jumped back into her ship and dodged fast. Her stealth ship had no strong weapons, but it was fast, very fast. She led the hunters into the asteroid field. Rocks floated all around, them like deadly icebergs. She flew low, spinning between giant stones, making the others crash one by one. 4 ships exploded. Only one followed. It was Rask. He chased her to a scrapyard planet called Vexos 9. It was a dead world full of old ships and trash. She landed fast and hid. Rask came down, walking heavy through the metal junk. "Ilara," he shouted, "come out, we can make this easy, you don't have to die." She didn't answer. She waited. When he passed near, she jumped from above and stabbed him with a sharp metal rod. He roared and hit her hard. She flew into a wall. "You're strong, for a human," he hissed, "but you're still just meat." She smiled, blood on her lip. "Then why are you bleeding?" He looked down. A small black device beeped on his chest. Her last gift. Boom. She limped back to her ship. Alive. Hurt. But alive. She looked at the stars. More bounty hunters would come. Stronger ones. Smarter ones. The reward was too big, and the secret in her blood was worth even more. But Ilara didn't care. "So let them come," she whispered. "I have something they'll never understand. Hope." Far away in the palace of the Varnak Emperor, an alien advisor whispered, "The human is still alive." The Emperor's eyes narrowed. "Then we must send someone who never fails." A shadow stepped from the dark, a killer, a hunter, something worse than death. The real war had just begun. Ilara sat in her ship looking at the screen. A set of old coordinates blinked. The location, Sol system, Earth's last known place. She hesitated. Every record said Earth was gone, turned to dust by the Varnak Empire. Nothing lived there now. Nothing could, but she had to see it with her own eyes. She jumped through space. When the ship arrived, she saw silence. Empty space, dead light. And then she saw it. Earth was gone. Only broken rocks, black clouds and debris floated where the planet used to be. Pieces of mountains, bits of oceans, chunks of buildings, all spinning in the cold dark. Her chest felt tight, her throat dry. "This was home," she whispered. She flew slowly through the ruins. Her scanners beeped. There was still energy, very old, very weak, coming from inside a cluster of debris. She followed it. Hidden inside was a strange, round object. It looked like a black moon covered in armor and scars. It was a living station, human-made. The name on the side read, Echo 9. The airlock opened with a rusty hiss. She stepped inside. Lights flickered. Old machines buzzed like ghosts. Suddenly, a voice echoed in the air. "Commander Ilara Ward, you have returned." She turned fast. No one was. "There," the voice spoke again. "We are the Echo Mines, last memory holders of Earth. Welcome back." Ilara walked through the halls. Holograms lit up. Faces appeared. Old humans, scientists, soldiers, children. They were digital memories, uploaded before Earth's destruction. The Echo Mines had been waiting for her. One hologram, a woman in a white coat, stepped forward. "You were part of Project Red Seed, do you remember?" Ilara shook her head. "I only know part of it. I escaped the prison. They wiped most of my memory." The woman nodded. "We have a solution. The full memory code is stored in the core archive, but only your DNA can unlock it." Ilara entered a dark room deep inside Echo 9. In the center stood a glowing crystal table. She placed her hand on it. The system scanned her blood. Then everything lit up. Suddenly, pain shot through her head. Her body shook. Her memories returned, fast, sharp, wild. She remembered Earth's final war. The decision to store all human knowledge and power inside one person, her. The fall of the last cities. The order to hide her in deep space, hoping one day she'd return. She fell to her knees. "I was Earth's last captain," she whispered. "I was supposed to fight, not survive." Suddenly, alarms screamed, "Warning! Enemy ships entering orbit." Ilara rushed to the control room. Outside, giant alien warships appeared. Varnak. They had followed her, and they brought fire. They began shooting the debris field, trying to destroy Echo 9. The station shook. Ilara turned to the Echo mines. "Do you have weapons?" The scientist hologram nodded. "This station holds the last defense drones of Earth. Shall we awaken them?" Ilara's eyes burned with fire again. "Yes. Wake them all." Metal walls opened, old. Drones flew out into space like angry bees. They were fast, sharp, and smart, built for one purpose, revenge. Ilara joined the fight in her ship, leading the drones. Explosions lit up the darkness. She shot down one Varnak ship, then another, but there were too many. Echo 9 was hit hard. Fires broke out. Systems failed. "Commander," the Echo Mind said, "we cannot hold much longer. You must leave." "I'm not leaving you," she shouted. "You are the last. We are only shadows. Go." Ilara's ship jumped just in time. Behind, her Echo 9 exploded in light and fire. Gone, but not wasted. She now had the full truth. And something more, the coordinates of the seed vault, Earth's final secret, hidden far away on a dead moon. In deep space, inside a black ship, the Varnak. Emperor watched the battle from a screen. He leaned forward. "So, she remembers." He turned to a tall figure in the shadows. "Find her. Bring me her body, dead or alive." Ilara flew fast through dark space, her ship quiet, her mind loud. Echo 9 was gone, destroyed, but not before it gave her one final gift, coordinates to the seed vault, Earth's last secret. She didn't know what she would find there, but she knew one thing: the Varnak would follow her. And this time they wouldn't stop. The seed vault was hidden on a moon called Thren 6. No one lived there. No one even mapped it. That's why it survived. When Ilara landed, she saw a frozen world, grey mountains, black skies, and silence. The air was too cold to breathe. The ground cracked under her boots. She followed the signal into a cave. Inside was a large metal door covered in ice. Words were carved above it. To unlock the future, face the past. She placed her hand on the scanner. It read her DNA. The door opened slowly with a deep growl. Inside it was warm, bright, safe. She walked through long metal halls filled with glowing tubes, each one holding a small piece of Earth's history. Art, science, language, music, faces of children, names of heroes. Even the scent of Earth's oceans was stored in memory pods. Tears fell from her eyes. "They saved everything," she whispered. But at the center, one chamber waited. The memory. The lock was a sphere of light and wires. The system spoke. "Project Red Seed, final stage. Full activation requires pain memory." She frowned. "Pain memory," the system continued. "To unlock the Red Seed code, user must relive deepest trauma. Begin." Ilara hesitated. She had survived so much. War, prison, betrayal, death. Now she had to feel it all again, but she nodded. "Do it." The chamber filled with light. She fell to her knees. Her mind burned. Suddenly she was back in the war on Earth, watching cities fall, friends die, children cry. She heard her brother scream her name before his ship exploded. She saw her parents crushed under rubble. She saw the Varnak flag rise over Earth's sky. "No!" she cried out. "Make it stop." But it didn't stop. She had to feel it, all of it, until finally she stood again, sweating, shaking, but awake. The system spoke. Pain accepted. Humanity confirmed. Code unlocked. A small box rose from the floor. Inside it, a glowing red orb. This was the red seed core, Earth's final weapon and last hope. She touched it. It melted into her skin. Suddenly, her body felt different, faster, stronger, smarter. "I don't just carry Earth's memory now," she whispered. "I carry its revenge." But outside the cave, someone was watching. Not a bounty hunter, not a soldier, something worse. His name was Zal Tor, the Varnak's death servant. A silent killer, not born, but made. His body was half machine, half beast. His mind was pure, ice. He had followed her from the moment she left Black Echo, and now he was here, to end the last human. He stepped into the cave. His eyes glowed red. Ilara turned fast, her new strength burning in her hands. "I'm not the same woman you chased," she said. Zaltor raised his weapon, an energy blade long as her body. "Good," he hissed. "I want a real fight." They charged. Blades clashed. Fire lit the cave. Ilara moved faster than ever before, striking with power from the red seed core. Zaltor blocked every move, his armor nearly unbreakable, but she didn't stop. She broke one of his arms. He slashed her side. Blood hit the floor. "You're strong," he said, "but you're still alone." "No," she growled. "I have billions behind me." With one final strike, she hit the crystal above the chamber, causing it to explode. With light. Zaltor flew back, half his face gone. He crawled away, vanishing into the shadows. Ilara fell to the ground, breathing hard, alive. But she knew the fight was not over. The red seed was active, and now every empire would come for her. Ilara floated in the silence of space, her body still weak from the fight with Zaltor. The red seed core glowed faintly under her skin. It was alive, changing her. She touched her arm and felt energy pulse through her veins. This power was beyond anything she knew, but power came with pain. Her ship's alarm rang loudly. "Warning! Incoming message! Unknown origin!" Ilara wiped sweat from her forehead and opened the message. It was from an old Earth friend, Dr. Mira Talin. She was a scientist, one of the last survivors hiding in a secret colony. "Ilara, if you can hear this, come to Varnis 4. We have the answers you seek, but be careful. They watch." Ilara's heart jumped. She knew the Varnak were hunting her. Now someone wanted to help. Ilara changed course. Varnis 4 was a hidden world, covered with forests and old technology ruins. As she landed, she saw people, humans and aliens mixed, hiding from the war. Dr. Mira met her with tears. "Ilara, you survived." "I have to know," Ilara said. "What is this red seed core inside me? Why did Earth make it?" Mira sighed. "It's more than a weapon. It's a key to human evolution. The core can unlock abilities, strength, speed, healing. It can even change DNA." "But it's unstable," Mira warned. "It can destroy the user if not controlled." Suddenly, alarms blared. "Enemy ships! The Varnak are here!" The colony scrambled. Ilara stepped outside, feeling the core burning inside her. She closed her eyes. A strange power surged from her body, a bright light. The ground shook. The attacking ships stopped. They could not explain what they saw. A human, surrounded by fire, moving too fast, too strong. The Varnak retreated. Ilara smiled. "This power, it's real." But Mira looked worried. "It will cost you, Ilara. The more you use it, the more it takes from your life, from your soul." Ilara understood. Every gift had a price. That night, alone under the stars, Ilara touched her chest. She felt the core pulse. She whispered, "I will pay any price, because the galaxy needs hope." Far away in the shadows, the Varnak Emperor watched. "She grows stronger. Prepare the final strike. Bring me the red seed, dead or alive." Ilara stood on Varnis 4's highest cliff, looking at the stars. The red seed core burned inside her chest. Her body ached from the power, but her spirit was stronger than ever. She knew the Varnak Emperor was coming. His army would arrive soon. This was the moment to fight for humanity's future. Suddenly, the sky lit up. Hundreds of Varnak warships appeared, dark and deadly like a swarm of black stars. The colony's people scrambled to their weapons. Ilara took a deep breath and raised her hand. The core glowed bright red. "For Earth," she whispered. The Varnak army attacked. Lasers cut through the air, ships exploded in fireballs. Ilara flew into battle in her ship, faster and stronger than ever. She fired beams of energy from her hands. The ground shook as her power destroyed enemy tanks and ships. She was a force of nature, unstoppable. But the Emperor had a secret weapon. From the shadows stepped Zaltor, the Death Servant. He carried a huge glowing blade made of dark energy. Ilara and Zaltor clashed again. Their fight was fierce and fast. Blades hit sparks, power met power. The battle shook the ground and tore the sky. Ilara felt the core draining her strength. Pain stabbed her chest. Zaltor laughed. "You will die here, human." But Ilara smiled. "I'm not just a human." With a final burst of power, she pushed Zaltor back and cut his blade in half. He fell, defeated. The Emperor's ship hovered above the battlefield. A voice boomed, "Surrender the Red Seed Core, or I will destroy this planet." Ilara stepped forward, holding the glowing core high. "You will never have it." With one blast, she sent a wave of energy that pushed the Emperor's ship away. The Varnak army fled. The colony cheered. Ilara fell to her knees, exhausted but victorious. She looked at the stars and whispered, "This is only the beginning." To be continued. Ready for the final Part 7. A New Dawn. 4.1 Miniu said, Part 7 ChatGPT said, "Here is Part 7. A New Dawn, written in simple, basic English, third-person style, with a powerful hook and strong ending to keep your USA audience captivated for 5 to 7 minutes. Part 7. A New Dawn. Hook. She fought alone. She won alone. Now she must lead alone. The war was over. The Varnak Empire had been pushed back, their ships scattered in defeat. Ilara stood on the hill overlooking the colony on Varnis 4. The Red Seed Core still glowed softly inside her chest. She felt different, not just stronger, not just faster. She felt hope. The people came to her, faces full of questions and trust. "What now?" a young girl asked. Ilara smiled gently. "Now we rebuild, together." She knew the galaxy was broken. Many worlds suffered, but she also knew that humanity's spark was still alive. "We will share the Red Seed Core's power," she said, "but carefully, not for war, for growth, for peace." In the distance, ships from different planets arrived, some friends, some former enemies, all ready to listen. Ilara looked at the stars and whispered, "This is our chance, a new dawn for the galaxy." But deep in space, a dark shadow watched. The Varnak Emperor survived. He swore revenge. "Next time," he promised, "there will be no escape." Ilara closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She was ready for whatever came next.